It was a crisp Thursday morning in late February when I kissed my wife. Emily, goodbye. I'll be back Sunday night, I said, hoisting my duffel bag over my shoulder. This conference in Chicago is a big deal. Could mean a promotion. She smiled, that warm, familiar smile I'd fallen for 8 years ago, and handed me a packed lunch. Don't work too hard, James. Call me when you land. I nodded, gave her a quick hug, and walked out the door. The truth? There was no conference, no business trip, no Chicago. For weeks, little things have been gnawing at me. Emily's phone buzzing late at night. Girls' night stretching past midnight. The faint trace of cologne on her jacket. That wasn't mine. I tried to brush it off as paranoia, but the doubts only grew sharper, louder, impossible to ignore. So I lied. I told her I'd be gone for 3 days. A perfect window to see what she'd do when she thought I was watching. I didn't go far. Just checked into a cheap motel 20 minutes away from our house in suburban Raleigh. Paid in cash. Phone on airplane mode. Simple plan. Watch her. I rented a plain gray sedan, nothing like my black Tacoma she'd recognize, and parked it down the street from our cul-de-sac. That night, 7:32 p.m., a sleek black BMW rolled into our driveway. A tall, broad-shouldered man stepped out, dressed in a tailored coat. My stomach sank. I didn't know him, but the way he strode up to our front door like he owned the place said it all. Emily opened the door before he even knocked, and they vanished inside. I gripped the steering wheel, pulse hammering in my ears. Part of me wanted to storm in, fist swinging, but I needed proof, undeniable proof. Hours dragged by. At 10:47 p.m., the lights in our bedroom flicked on, then off. I felt sick, but stayed put. Around 1 a.m., the BMW finally pulled out. I followed, keeping distance, until it stopped at a swanky downtown loft. The man went inside. I noted the address, 214 Elm Street, Unit 12. The next day, I dug deeper. I called a favor from an old college friend, Mike, who works for a security firm. Need a name for a guy at this address. I texted. No questions asked. By noon, he had it. Ethan Caldwell, 34, flashy real estate developer, known for fast cars and faster women. I Googled him. His smug face stared back from a glossy headshot. I wanted to punch the screen. Friday night, same routine. BMW, Ethan, our house. This time I parked closer, at the neighbor's driveway, using my phone to record through their living room window. There they were, laughing, clinking wine glasses, her hand on his arm. My chest tightened. I zoomed in, catching every detail. The way she leaned into him, the smug smirk on his face. I'd had enough, but I didn't confront her. I wanted her to squirm, feel the walls closing in. Saturday morning, I texted her from the motel. Conference is great. How's your weekend? She replied almost instantly. Quiet, just chilling at home. Miss you. The lie stung, but I played along. Miss you too. See you tomorrow. That night, I made my move. I knew Ethan would come again, too cocky to skip a third night. At 8:15 p.m., the BMW rolled in. I gave him an hour, then parked my rental a block away. I grabbed my key, my phone with the footage, and a Bluetooth speaker I'd rigged earlier. Hands shaking, but fear had been replaced by rage. I unlocked the front door and stepped inside silently, like a stranger in my own home. Living room empty, wine glasses half full. Muffled laughter drifted from upstairs. I plugged in the speaker, cranked the volume, and hit play. Their voices filled the house, undeniable. God, Ethan, you're so much funnier than him. You deserve better than a guy who's always gone. The laughter upstairs stopped. Footsteps scrambled. I climbed the stairs deliberately, speaker blasting every word. At the bedroom door, I kicked it open. There they were. Emily, wide-eyed, clutching a sheet to her chest. Ethan, half-dressed, frozen like a deer in headlights. Business trip's over, I said, voice steady despite the fire inside me. Emily stammered. James, this isn't... I cut her off, holding up my phone. Save it. I've got video. 3 nights of it. Ethan lunged for his shirt, muttering something about misunderstandings. I stepped in his path. You're in my house with my wife. Sit down. He didn't. He bolted past me, nearly tripping down the stairs. I let him go. Coward wasn't worth my time. Emily sobbed, apologies spilling out in gasps. I just stared. The woman I'd built a life with, now a stranger. How long? I asked. 6 months, she choked out. 6 months of lies. While I worked late to pay the mortgage, she played house with him. I didn't yell, didn't break anything. I walked out, got in the rental, drove back to the motel. Next morning, I called a lawyer. By Monday, I'd file for divorce, send her the footage, and move my things into a new apartment. She called, texted, begged for explanations. I blocked her. Ethan, I heard, skipped town after I accidentally emailed the video to his office anonymously. It's been a month, March 3rd, 2025, as I write this from a tiny desk in my new one-bedroom apartment, peeling paint, view of a parking lot. Far from a house I poured my savings into. Still raw, still angry, the kind of anger that simmers under your skin and wakes you at 3 a.m. with fists clenched. But I'm free. Free from her lies. Free from pretending everything was fine. I expose her. Expose myself to how blind I'd been. The late-night texts I ignored. The perfume I didn't recognize. The excuses I swallowed because I want to believe in us. Never again. I've spent weeks rebuilding, piece by jagged piece. Divorce papers signed. House on the market. She can fight for her half if she wants. But I'm done caring. My friends dragged me out for a beer last weekend. Dodged a bullet. They said, maybe they're right. I still see her face sometimes. Not the sobbing mess in that bedroom, but the woman I married laughing at cheap takeout in our first apartment. That stings more than the betrayal. That version of her is gone, maybe never existed. I'm learning to let it go. Running at dawn until my lungs burn. Sweat out the ghosts. Work is picking up. That promotion I lied about might actually happen. No fake business trip required. Emily's called a few times. Voicemails I delete unread. Mike says she's been asking around, trying to find me. Good luck with that. I'm a ghost now. Untouchable.